Come on in. Come on, come on. You know where you are, right? Oh, you're new here. Oh, well, hi, welcome. Come on in, newbie. I'm Connie, and you just walked into Connie's little corner. And yep, I'm in yet a different spot, sitting on the floor with my back up against the futon. It feels good. Got my new Temu little tropical thing on. Feels nice, very comfortable. And today I have a Temu haul for you. Not real big, but interesting, right? If you are new, go on down below, quick grab the link. You can download the Temu app, and that will get you a couple of things along with my code. You got to use my code, AFC95851. You will get not only the app and access to a gazillion different items, all at amazing prices and primarily with free shipping, but you'll also get access to 30% off your first order using my code, a $100 coupon bundle for future use, a couple of free items, and all sorts of different prizes and specials that Temu runs on a pretty much consistent basis. So don't be afraid of Temu. Temu is about to celebrate next month in September. They're going to celebrate 2 years since they started. And in some ways they've gotten a lot better. In other ways they haven't changed, but they are always changing. I'm your go-to girl. I have a whole slew of tips and tricks to guide everybody through navigating Temu and learning how to get the best experience out of Temu and save the most money. Pick the best clothes, you name it. I've done a video, so check it out. And for those of you who are returning viewers, hello again. I see you. It's good to see you again. Who's going to be first today? Leave a comment. Who's going to be first today? I think I know who it might be, but you'll surprise me. So anyway, let's get into this. Yesterday was Sunday, and even though we did not get a Sunday with Mama video, I got to have Sunday with Mama. You see this chair right here? This is Mama's recliner. This has always been her favorite chair. She even picked it out years ago back in New York because it gives her a lot of support. It has good solid arms for her to push herself to stand up and get in and out of the chair. It's very solid, and it is a recliner, but it can recline keeping the back upright and just bringing up the feet. So she really enjoyed that. I'll pop a picture up here. Yeah, that's her having her root beer. So we had a wonderful day yesterday. We started out with church, where she sang her heart out, and we came here, had wonderful lunch. I made pork chops with Italian seasoned fresh vegetables, almost like a stir fry type thing, which she inhaled. We had a little downtime. She took a little nap, and then I cleaned up her toes, gave her like a little mini pedicure trim, and I cut her hair and brought her hair back to normal. So it was a short visit, but it was wonderful. She was very happy. As normal, she didn't want to leave, but she'll be back. Don't worry. All right, let's take a look at what's in the bag. Now that you've had the Mama update. Oh, and she gives a big hello, everybody. Hi, how you doing? That's what she said. All right. This was $2.69, and I'm hoping you can hear all this crinkling. For $2.69, this is a 10-pack of these bags. These are sand or soil or leaf or not mulch, but anything that you want to put in here. And I got these bags for soil. Even though the weather here destroyed all my gardens that I put so much work into, I had a lot of beautiful soil that I had used, high quality compost and planting mix. And if I leave that unplanted and untended to, it will start to lose its nutrients and it will start to degrade. So I got these bags, and they're pretty good size. Let's see if it gives the measurements on here. Probably won't. Oh, it does. Okay, 19.68 inches across and 31.49 inches long. So this is 19.68 this way and 31 inches this way. It's nicely, tightly seamed at the bottom, and these are made specifically as sandbags. They will have a little bit of give to them, but not a lot of stretch. They're pretty much moisture resistant. These are the types of bags that if you have a flooding situation and you need to put sand in bags and block your doorways, your walkways around the house, whatever, this is the type of material that they use, right? So this is a very nice tight weave, but to get 10 of them for $2.69, this will be great because I'll be able to bag up at least probably 3 of the beds. I'll be able to bag up the good potting soil, get it back into a container and set it aside until I can try planting again, whether it be here or wherever I land, right? So that's a really good deal. I like that. There may be other things you can use it for, whether it be gardening scraps or if you have like, what's the word I'm looking for? Mulch, extra mulch left over. Or if you want to replace your mulch, you actually can shovel up your old mulch, put it in these bags, and either recycle it or donate it to somebody else. These bags are a perfect way to do it. So for 27 cents a bag, it's worth it, right? It'll help you get rid of yard waste too. If you have extra leaves and things that you want to put out. 27 cents a bag, these are cheaper than lawn bags, right? Okay. 39 cents. You've all seen it. Mom's favorite thing to do. Toothpicks. Now, there's 200 pieces in here. So I figured, well, you know what? I'll try them. A toothpick is a toothpick. These are a little different. They're pointed on one end, but they're flat on the other end. So they're not double pointed, which is okay. And these are made from bamboo, which means they're going to be solid and hold up. It's a toothpick, right? So 39 cents for 200 of them. I'll give it a shot. I'll put them in the cute little toothpick dispenser I have. And I don't think Mom will be able to tell the difference. I'm hoping Mom will be able to tell the difference. All right, let's see what else we got in here. Wow! A cup cozy / can cover. This one was 99 cents. And I got it in orange. Now, my last video, you might remember, I showed you. Oh, please tell me you can't hear the sprinkling because it's nasty. I apologize if you can. These has a little hole in the bottom to let air out. This one, because of that hole in the bottom, I cannot use it as a lid over the can of dog food for Levi because it won't seal. With the air will prevent it from being airtight. So this one will go on the bottom of one of my cups. I stole the ones without the hole to use for a can cover. But if this didn't have a hole in the bottom, you might have seen in my previous video where these cozy bottoms for your mugs fit perfectly over a regular size can, whether it's a can of beans or a can of dog food, a larger can, not one of them little itty bitty cans. We're talking about a normal sized canned foods. These fit nice. They seal. You can burp them, get them airtight. I have 2 of them that do not have this hole, so I have been using those 2 for Levi. So I got this one to use for myself, right? And it'll go on the bottom just like that. And because of the hole, it doesn't pucker, but it gives a nice solid feel on the bottom of the mug. So in case you didn't realize that you could use those for more than just mugs, if you have one, take it out and try it. Fit it on the bottom of one of your cans. You'll see. Okay. USB data cable. This is a Type-C. I have an Android phone, a Samsung phone. And I've already had this out and I tried it. And I got to tell you, I love this thing. This was only $1.40. Comes in a lot of different colors, but I had red the last time, so I got purple this time. USB on the end. This is long. I got a 6-foot one because I like to be able to use my phone while it's charging. I don't like to have it just stuck on a table someplace. So what I like about this is that the C connection is sideways. It's not like this and up on the end. It's sideways. And this snaps in really, really snugly. And this is how it fits. So when you're using the phone, let me turn it this way. So when you're using the phone, it's not hanging down here and bending, right? And that's what I found happen with a lot of my other chargers. When I put them in this way, the piece right here, this section, would start to bend and crimp. And that's when they stop working. That's when you actually lose. So unless you have one of those little springs or things to go around it to keep this area where it connects right there, to keep that from bending, it's always going to happen. Your cable is always going to give out on you. You might think it's your phone, but no, it's your cable. So with this, going this way, it's not putting any pressure on it to bend it or use it when I set it down. So I absolutely love this. I'm going to leave it plugged into the phone because I do have to connect it. But for $1.40? Seriously, I can buy as many as I want. I don't care how long or how not long they last, right? Okay. $1.49. Bright orange. This I got for Mom. Now, when Mom is here, most often, she takes off her regular shoes and she likes to put on slippers. But they're different kind of slippers. They're like a ped, but they're thicker, and then they have those little rubberized things on the bottom so that you don't slip. But if she's doing a lot of sitting, she likes to kick her shoes off. Even if she doesn't put on the slippers, she likes to cook. She's like me. People wonder where I get it from. I'm barefoot all the time. If it was up to Mom, she'd be barefoot all the time. But this is a shoehorn. It's a shoehorn. Nice, soft, squishy, padded on the end. There's for the heel. And it extends a lot. A lot more. So instead of her, especially now, she's still recovering from the hip, she won't have to bend. She can stay in a seating position without bending or rotating that hip and stick this in the back of her shoe and just slide her shoe right on. This is wonderful. We're going to try it when she's here next time. We'll definitely try this. It even comes with its own little handle, so I can hang it up and keep it handy for her. So you just put that right through there, pull it through, pull the strap through, and there you go. Absolutely. Comes in a whole bunch of different colors. Nicely made. I love the grip on this. This is just the right size. It's not overbearing. You only really need enough to where normally you would stick your finger in the shoe, but this you just, yeah, perfect, right? I'm sure she'll find other things to do with that. You know how inventive Mom can be, right? Okay, what else? Just some little things in here too. 82 cents. Now this is for me. But this means I have to tell you it's secret that I wasn't quite ready to share with you, but I'm going to tell you. This is, first, let me tell you what this is. 82 cents. This is a folding, and of course it's in purple. They didn't have red. It's a folding toothbrush. Absolutely love it. Medium bristles, not really soft, not really hard, kind of medium. Right, so when you're brushing, all you have to do is put your finger right there on the seam to keep it from folding and do your brushing. And it tucks in. There's the inside. Completely tucks in. Very, very small. This thing is about 3.5 inches long. That's it. It's got nice grip on here for you to be able to grip it. Nice and soft. Not big at all. So why did I get a travel toothbrush? Well, yeah, of course, because I'm traveling, but it's more than that. Levi and I, in September, not sure exactly when, because I'm waiting for something and it's coming by sea. So it may not get here until mid-September, but whenever it gets here, Levi and I are going cross-country camping. It's not something that I've done in a long time, but I have a lot of friends that are RVers and campers, and I've made a lot of friends thanks to this YouTube channel, and I have been invited to join some of them to go cross-country along what they're calling the Southern Route, and that means some of them are coming in from California, from like San Diego. They're going to come through my way. They're going to spend a couple of days here with me and Levi. And then we're going to caravan. I'm going to follow them in my car with my camping gear, which you'll get to see because Temu has provided it for us. We're going to do anywhere from 4 to 6 hours a day to drive to the next campsite. We're going to work our way through Texas, across Arkansas and all the southern states, and out through Alabama and into the panhandle of Florida. And then we're going to go up into Georgia and wrap around and come back through Tennessee and make the upper loop. And hopefully when I get to close to Missouri, I may or may not be able to stop in and see my coworker that I used to work with in New York. She and her honey and her twins live there, and then work my way around and do a loop. And Levi and I will be gone for probably 2 to 3 weeks. We'll be on the road. So the house will be closed up, and the neighbors will be bringing in the mail. There won't really be anything else to worry about to do. I will have all my solar items with me that I got from Temu, and now I have my little portable toothbrush. Wait till you see how organized I am about this. There's a lot more to come, but I am looking forward to it because I have not had any kind of a vacation in 7 years, and even then it wasn't a true vacation for me. It was more of a vacation for Mom, which was wonderful. But this is going to be just basically solo camping. But I won't be alone. I'll have other, and as we go across country, we're going to be picking up other friends. So the group is going to grow to about 8 people, 3 of us in cars and the rest in RVs and or campers. So I won't be alone. It'll be very cool. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm already planning. I already have my list of everything that I have to do. So if you've ever gone car camping, all right, let me know. Because that's basically what Levi and I are going to be doing, is we're going to be camping using my car and possibly a tent, but we'll see. More to come about that. So anyway, back to this. $1.29. This is a set of 3, and these are bag closers. So they smell plasticky. You know how when you take a balloon out of a bag, it has that smell? That's what they smell like. So these are bag closers. You push this little button, you slide it down as far as you want, and then the button locks into place. So if I had, say, a bag of chips or something that I wanted to wrap up, I'd put this around the neck of the bag and very simply just slide it closed, push the button, slide it closed, and that's where it stays. You can see that I'm pulling. It's not coming off. So I thought I would try this, and what I liked about this is this. I have little tiny hooks all over the place, and to be able to, instead of having something laying around, to be able to hang it on the inside of the door or inside of the cabinet to get it up out of the way, to me that's a bonus. But I really do like how easy this is, and obviously you can put any size bag in here and wrap it up. It's big enough that if I were to take this newspaper and roll it up and wrap this around the newspaper, and I'm using my neighbor's paper because she's away and I'm picking up her stuff, it will hold in place, and it doesn't even slide because it's rubberized. So yeah, loving that. So it's a set of 3, and it was $1.29 for a set of 3. So I like that idea. You get random colors. This one is yellow and blue, pink and orange, and pink and orange. But they all work the same. So for the price, you can't go wrong. And I'm always looking for things that are going to seal better and work better. I like the idea of a band because it's a little bit better than a twist tie. It's easier to get off. It's longer, so you can get, and it's sturdier and thicker. You can get more into it. That's what I like about it. All right, where are we going next? Still got more. 64 cents for this. You haven't seen me get a long spoon in a while, and the one that I did get went into the 5,000 subscriber beauty box. Well, this one is for me, and you're going to see why. So for 64 cents, and I have a shirt that says this. Let me see how close I can get it. Can you see what it says? It says, "Talk to the paw." There we go. Now you can see it. Talk to the paw. I have a shirt that has exactly that same. It's a black t-shirt with the design in white, which I got from Temu. But when I saw it in the spoon, I'm like, I got to have this, right? It's a given. These are pretty decent quality spoons. And I'll tell you how you can tell the difference. If you see how this one has a bowl, can you see the actual bowl shape on it? And it's thicker. If you look at the edge of it, it's thicker, all right? You will find some that they'll show you that even this way, you can see the bowl. You can see the angle of it. It's thicker. They have some that are almost completely flat. You literally would not be able to get a spoonful of anything out of it. It's very, very flat. It doesn't really have a bowl on it, and it's super thin. Those are the ones, that's been my experience, that you want to avoid at all costs, because those are the ones not only that bend, they don't hold a lot of stuff, and the etching will rust. Every single one of them. I got a refund of over 14 spoons because of that. But the ones like this that are thicker, that have a very defined bowl shape to them, these are the ones I've had the best luck. So when I saw that in the good spoon, I said, sold. Got it. Right, Mr. Levi? Mr. Levi is eating on his rawhide. He loves his rawhides. Okay. Still more. It's not a big order, but it's a little different. Hold on. Oh, you know me, you got to stretch the old legs. 47 cents. Now, I'm doing a lot of charms, and just so that you know, this afternoon and tomorrow I will be wrapping up the charm bracelets. If anybody wants to add anything to their orders, please let me know. If your order is done, you can go to Buy Me a Coffee as long as your order works out to be $5 increments. You can go to Buy Me a Coffee to make that payment. Thank you to those who already did that. Or if it's an odd amount that doesn't work out to be exactly $5, you can go to PayPal, send to friends and family, and simply use Connie'sLittleCorner@gmail.com. All right. So once I have these finished, later this week, everything will be shipped out. Well, once they're paid. So I had to get smaller bags because my bags that I had gotten were a little bit too big. So for 47 cents, I got, well, it says 10 pieces, but I think there's a lot more than 10 pieces. These are the perfect size little Ziploc bags to put the charms in and or the charm bracelets when they're completed. And then from here, they'll go into the little bubble wrap bags to get shipped out. So there is a nice little bag. They're not really, really big. They are, how big are they? They are 3.94 inches, so basically 4 inches long and about 2 3/4 inches across. But even if there's only 10 in there for 47 cents, that's only maybe 5 cents a bag, round up, right? I know we don't pay too much taxes on Temu, but so 5 cents a bag, and you get a good Ziploc bag. If you have like a lot of pair of earrings or odd things, odd pieces that you want to keep stuff in, like earring backs, how many of you have weird earring backs just laying all over the place? This is perfect for that. It's also perfect for a pair of earrings. Or if you're traveling and you don't want all your earrings or necklaces to get tangled up together, all right, this is perfect. Oh, and I have a hint for you. A lot of you do like to travel, and you're always going on holiday or vacations, whatever you call it, depending on where you live. If you're a necklace wearer, I know you get frustrated by your necklaces getting all tangled up, right? You can stop that very, very easily. Get yourself some cheap straws. Go to the dollar store, get plastic or cardboard or paper straws, regular size drinking straws. Open your necklace. Drop part of your necklace down through the straw, bring it around to the other side and close it off so that your necklace is going through the straw. There you go. No more tangles. Doesn't matter how many of those straws you put together, you won't get tangles. And if you need to, if your necklace is really long, you can feed it through the straw a couple of times to make it tighter. And if you are like me and you have some that have lots of dangles and things hanging off of them, I just take 2 little twist ties, 2 spots on the straw, about 1/3 of the way and 1/3 of the way, and I twist tie the outer part of the chain that's not in the straw. I twist tie it up to the straw to hold it all tight. Takes up a lot less space, no tangles whatsoever. You can throw them all into the same bag and pull them out, and they still will not be tangled. So I have become, having my own jewelry business, I become a master at untangling chains. People will bring me wads of chains that they can't get untangled, and I'll get them untangled for them. So there you go. That's Connie's tip for the day. You can get your straws at Temu. All right, this was 27 cents for 100 pieces of these. Now, these are also little bags that I'm going to use for my jewelry business. I'm not even sure how they're in there. Oh, they're stuck. All right, hold on. Stuck. Sticky stuck. All right. Oh, gosh, I don't need 100 bags all over the place. Hold on before I end up with a little disaster here on my hands. I don't know why I pulled all of them out. I guess they just wanted to come out because they were stuck. These are little tiny bags, just about the same size as the other ones I just showed you. But these say, thank you, on the front of them. Isn't that cute? Just says thank you. It's just white with little tabs. And it is a sealable bag. They have little strips. Here's your little pocket in the back. All right, so it's clear in the front where it actually says thank you. That part is clear. And it's got the white backing on it. So you put your items in there. You peel off this little sticky strip. You fold it over. And you've got this adorable little thank you bag to put whatever it is that my customers may have purchased from me. So I got 100 of these in this pack. There's 100 of them for 27 cents. I just thought it was perfect. You know, I can put this inside the thank you bag so that it's a gift in a gift. In other words, the first thing you're going to open is you're going to see it say thank you, and then inside the thank you bag is going to be your charms, your bracelets, your earrings, whatever the case may be. And as you can tell, I am minimizing the containers so that when I ship, I minimize shipping costs and I minimize any international costs that might happen for customs fees or whatever. I'm trying to eliminate them completely if I can and minimize everything so that you truly continue to get the best bargain when you buy my pieces. Okay, more. Oh, this was expensive. $3.98. I had one of these, and unfortunately, I dropped it. And I dropped it in such a way that it cracked the container, so I couldn't use it anymore. This is a soap bottle. Let me make sure this one's not cracked. This is a soap bottle for your garden hose. It comes with different options to connect it. If you have a power washer connector, it comes with this part so that it's narrower and goes into the power washer, and then this part goes into the hose. But if you want to use this on a regular hose setup, like my intention are, you have this connect to one end, this connects to the other end. It has, hold on a second, put that in so I don't lose it. It has your nice seal, which sets down in here, and then this goes over the top of that. All right, so I'm just going to take this off for a second, set it up there. You have your hose connector where this part goes on here. This part your hose screws into. This is if you need, you use this piece only if you need that piece. I don't want to confuse anybody. So this piece pops into here like that and secures. Okay, you can get it apart. You just have to pull the orange thing up to release. So you pop that in, and then this will connect to your power washer. You don't necessarily need this piece for regular hoses. So I'll stick it in there. So for regular hoses, you hook your hose in, your hose out. Okay, this is where your hose comes in. This is where the hose goes out to whatever device you're going to use to spray. This is your seal. It goes on top very nicely, nice and tight. And then on top you have your dial. and your dial gives you exactly how much soap you want. So on this side, it says, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on. Let's get you, and go right there. There we go. Okay, so on this side, it says soap. So if you want the soap, you point it towards soap. If you want water, you turn it to the side that says water. Right up there. It says water. So you don't necessarily have to be dispensing the soap. If you want to dispense the soap, you turn it that way, and it will suck your soap out and automatically soap your car down, or soap your side of your house down, or soap whatever it is you want to wash, whether it's your lawn chairs, your patio table. For me, I was using this to wash my solar panels. A lot of people have asked me, how do I wash my solar panels? I use this until I broke it. So now I have this one. So it holds, and there are measurements on here. This one is 3.0. I believe this is in ounces. So it holds up to 3 ounces of whatever kind of soap or detergent that you want to use. You don't ever want to put anything waxy in here. This is not to spray wax on a vehicle, even though modern vehicles don't really need wax. Yeah. So this has enough pressure. I don't know if you can see how tiny that hole is in there. Can you see how tiny that hole is right there? So it puts a lot of pressure behind it, and as it flows through, it sucks up the soap, or you shut it off and it just pulls water. So these are perfect. I use them to hit the solar panels on my roof. You can use this to wash your windows outside with your garden hose. No more running around with your spray product and your paper towels or your towels. You just hit this up, and then all you have to do is dry your windows, unless you want to let them air dry. Your car, your motorhome, your RV, right? Anything you need to get high up on for $3.98? Yeah, you got to have it. So I chose this one because it has the 2 options. It has the options to be hooked up to my power washer. If I want to wash my driveway, which I would need, or my patio, which I need the power washer for, then I can use this and still have soap with the power washer. You just connect your hose to it. It doesn't get much easier than that, right? What do you think? I know, I get odd stuff, don't I? But I get things that are, I don't know what's in here, things that are functional, that they're usable. I just don't buy stuff to buy stuff and then end up giving it away or whatnot. I'm all about function. All right, $6.59, for which I was refunded. But I'm going to show you what this is, and I'm going to tell you why I was refunded. And oddly enough, I found out when I did get the refund that this item has been discontinued. I kind of know why, and you're going to know why too in a second. All right, so this, let me pull it out. This is a solar charger. Now, it comes with a USB cable because you do have to charge the unit itself initially before you use it. But this is a solar-powered charger for a Type-C cell phone. There's your solar panel, and on the back is your little slide button. You slide the button up, and there's your connector pops up. But the problem is the connector does not stay up. The minute you push it into your phone, and I'll show you, it goes down. It doesn't stay all the way extended, so you don't get a charge. If you hold it up when you put it into your phone, you see it just lit up, it will charge your phone. But the problem is, the minute it slides back and doesn't come out all the way, your phone stops charging. Now, also, this was not a quick charge. It took a full day to charge this initially with the USB cord. And then the solar to it, I haven't run it down all the way, so I'm not sure about the solar, but the big issue was the retraction, that you would put it into your phone and it would not stay up where it would stay in your phone to continue doing the charging. And I had gotten this because of the trip that Levi and I are going to be taking. See how it's charging? I wanted to make sure that I had a means, without my car running, that I had a means to keep my phone charged. So is it working? Right. It's saying it's 91% full. You can see that it is charging it, but my finger on the back is holding the button all the way up. So I'm going to have to rig something up in order to make sure that this continues to charge while using it. But I reported these flaws to Temu, and based on the instructions from the seller, because remember, Temu doesn't set the rules and regulations for refunds or for refunds without returns. That's all done by the vendor. The vendor decides what they will allow and what they won't allow. And I covered that in my top 10 questions answered video. So the vendor said, give her a full refund and tell her she doesn't have to return it. So I didn't have to return it. It does have a power light on the back. I don't know if you can see it right there. Let me see if I push it back in the phone. Will it show? Yeah, see? It does have a power light right there to show you that it's powered. When it's running out of energy, this will turn red. That little dot right there will turn red. So it's bittersweet. I'm happy with the fact that it kind of works, but that I have to manipulate it to get it to work the way that it should naturally do. I'm happy with the fact that it does give me a solar option for keeping my phone charged, and that it's small enough that I can literally either hook it onto my pocketbook. Remember I showed you those little pocketbook key clips that you slide inside your pocketbook? They have a hook to put your keys on. I can do that with this. This will fit in a pants pocket. It'll fit in a shirt pocket. Earrings? So it's very small, very compact, and to some degree it will work. The only thing is now I have to test to find out how it will solar charge itself now that I've done the actual internal charge of it. If I have to continue to do the internal charge using this, then there's no point in it being solar, right? It kind of doesn't make sense that it would, yeah, it's one or the other. But I do have USB output in my vehicle. So when my vehicle is running, I can always have this hooked up to USB in the vehicle. So that's the story on the solar charger. Not a bad little unit. I think it's an absolutely great idea. And for the price, what did I say it was? $6.59. I can't be totally disappointed in it, but it's definitely not as described. It's not functioning properly. I don't know if it's damaged or just not created properly. So buyer beware when you see something like this. Look to see if they have an image of the back of it to show that little slide button, because to me it seems like that button is the issue. But my plan is when the button is up, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape over the button to hold it in place. That's all I can really do, right? So that's for the trip. What is this? Oh, $1.85. I thought I would try something completely different from Temu, and I thought I would try their facial tissues. Now, I have allergies, so I blow my nose a lot. Mom has allergies. She doesn't blow her nose too much when she's here because my house is pretty much allergy minimal. But when I go outside and I'm working or doing something outside, I'm blowing my nose like crazy. In the house, not so much. First thing in the morning and that's it. And the same thing with Mom. Not so much inside the house, primarily only when we go out. So I thought I would try this cute little pack. Fluffy Air Cloud Tissue, it says. And I'm not sure how many pieces are in here. 320 pieces from the looks of it. But I do see listed in English. Kind of just pretty much plain wrapping, but there's really no way to open it up. Oh, yeah, maybe there is. Oh, yes, there is. I just found it. Okay. It's got a little pull tab on the front that doesn't want to pull. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's find out, shall we? Because my biggest fear is that, now this is supposed to be 2-ply tissues. My biggest fear is that these are going to be like napkins and not going to be soft and fluffy on the face as they say it is. It's always hard getting the first one out, isn't it? Even in regular boxes. All right, so it's not very big. As you can see, it does look like a little, it looks like a snack napkin, doesn't it? When we do snack or dessert plates that are paper plates and we get the little tiny napkins to go with it, that's what it looks like. Let's see if it opens up any. May or may not, I don't know. Let me see. Doesn't look like it opens up. So that looks like it's about the size of it. Oh, maybe it does. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm seeing a pucker. But no, I don't. Okay, it does. It opens up. But that's only to separate it. So it's 2-ply. And it's basically 2 pieces just stacked together. That's as big as it is. It might work for a little nose blow. Not if anything major if you're like really sick, but for an allergy. I'm not going to blow my nose. I'm just holding it there for effect. It is soft. It's definitely softer. It does not feel like a napkin. But it's not the soft quality that we would get from an American-made tissue. Yeah, it's okay. For what it is, what did it cost? $1.85 for 320 tissues. I'm thinking that's okay. You go to the dollar store and you pay $1.25 for 175 tissues of American made. Or maybe if you're lucky for like 220 tissues American made. So for 300 and some odd tissues, not the biggest, but they'll work depending on how you blow your nose. I tend to fold it at an angle like this to get more room. Some people leave it flat like that. Some people do it this way. But I'm okay with how it feels. Yep. I'm perfectly okay with how it feels. I will definitely be using this. Will I be ordering more? I don't know. And I say that because by the time I use these more frequently, I may not be as pleased with how they feel, if that makes sense. But right now, just doing the touch test and the rub test like you would do if you were wiping your nose, feels fine. It doesn't feel like a paper towel. It does not feel like a napkin. They say it's soft and fluffy. Not so much on the fluffy. No. It might be fluffy by their standards, but not by what most of us are used to. This is not even as soft as Cottonelle bathroom tissue for comparison, but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I'm not disappointed, but I'm not thrilled. How's that for an honest review, right? Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, a reorder. This was $1.71, and you saw me get this a few months ago. This is an ink pad for making paw prints. Now, I had gotten the rectangular one to use for Sadie because she had tiny paws. Levi, on the other hand, has bigger feet than what she had. Not huge feet like some sort of other massive dogs have, but he's got the same size feet like a Doberman or an average Shepherd or a Golden Retriever or a Labrador. Their feet are all kind of like in that same size. So this is the ink pad, and I made the mistake last time, and I'm not going to do it this time. I opened this plastic up, and I took the pad out to show you, and the ink dried out. So when I tried to get Levi's paw print, I got nothing. I even tried spritzing a little water on there with a sprayer to see if I could liven it back up. Nada. So don't open this plastic until you're ready to. It's a two-sided thing. This is the side where it says stop. This is the side that has the ink on it. This is the side that they step on. It gives you 2 discs, and they have holes in it in case you want to hang them. All right, but it gives you 2 discs that you would place over that. Well, we'll go this way. And put the paw print in the middle of it. So you'd end up in the paw print. So you can put the paw print anywhere on the disc, and then you can write the names or decorate around it, whatever you want to do. So word to the wise, this is why I got it again. The one I got for Sadie worked beautifully. I have 2 prints of her front print, her front paws, left and right, that are up there with her. In case you haven't seen Sadie, she is right up here. Okay. The top treasure box, as you can see, I put the bone on it. This is Sadie. That has her paw prints, her leash, her sweater, her collar are in there, and then the beautiful lighter tan box beneath it. Those are her cremains. So she watches over the household from up above because that's where she is. She's up there, right? So her paw prints are in there. These are for Levi's paw prints, and I'm not going to wait until his time comes. I'm going to try to get these done relatively soon. And then set them aside. But these things they work. They work great. Sadie's came out fine. You just have to remember, don't push too hard because it'll smudge, which is why I'm glad they give you extra discs. Practice on a piece of paper. Just lightly practice on a piece of paper to see how much pressure you got to get. But with Sadie, I got her little toes and the tips of all her nails. So I have those in addition to the paw print that they made in clay for me, and that's sitting up on this shelf, has her paw print on it. So this will be for Levi's. Now, FYI, it's not just for paws. You can use this for babies' footprints, great kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, nieces, nephews when they're born, or if you want to do footprints. Some people do pictures to show how their children changed during the years. Well, have you ever thought about doing footprints or handprints? Once a year, the same hand, like if they're left-handed or right-handed, that same hand, year after year after year to show the change, or that foot, those feet, year after year to show the change until the feet get too big for this. So, yeah, lots of different ideas you can use that for. All right, what's left? Do we have anything left in here? Yep, last thing, last item. Okay. Last item is clothes, a piece of clothing. $4.67. Feels very soft, really nice. I like this. And these are newspaper print capris. Newspaper print capris. Look at that. And you can actually read what's on it. You can actually see the words on this thing. And it's got, I love that it says New York on there, because that's where I'm originally from. And it has all sorts of other Monroy and, oh my gosh, just, yeah, I love it. It's got faces and pictures and like advertisements on it. Very simple, nice, about 1-inch waistband, nicely done. Look at the lining. There's that white lining we talked about. Nice stitching on the waistband. This is not gusseted, but as you can tell, these are not the super tight type of capris. They're fitted. They're not, this is not spandex. It has spandex in it because, yes, it's quite stretchy, but nice on the bottom. Rolled hem. Look at that. See? Double stitching across the hem. Really, really nicely done. Absolutely fell. And they do have these in long leggings, in full-length leggings, but I got these as capris because that's primarily what I live in. It's only maybe 2-3 months out of the year, like December, January, or February, that I might actually wear long pants down here. Might. And that's only if I have to go out when it's only in the 50s. But, you know, when I start traveling cross country in September, I don't know what the temperatures are going to be. I have to look in advance. But capris, to me, these are middle of the road. They're not shorts for when it's hot, but they're not pants for when it's cold. So these are great for medium temperatures. They give good coverage. I have been very happy with every single pair I have ever gotten. They fit perfectly. They do fit true to size. Super comfortable. And these are seriously soft. No warehouse smell whatsoever. Absolutely love these. With a stretchy spandex type material, you can get your size based on your measurements, not on Temu size. Remember, go to my video about selecting the best fabrics where I talk about knowing your measurements, because if you're a size 10, or let's say that's a 10-12 is a large in US, that same 10-12 might not be a large for every single item at Temu, right? You have to check the sizing charts at Temu to know what the measurements are. So don't go by you're a size 10, you're this, you're that. Write down your measurements, all right? Your bust, your waist, your hips. And if you're someone like me who likes the length to be a certain length, all my tops have to be at least 30 inches so that they cover the Netherlands, right? They come down to the bottom of my bottom. That's just a modesty issue for me as I get older. That's my preference. But know what your length is from the top of your shoulders, right here where your bra strap would be, from the top of your shoulders down to the bottom, straight down to the bottom of your bottom, via the back of your body. Don't measure the front, because if you got a tush, that's going to add a couple of inches, right? And I got a back porch. Well, not a full porch, maybe a little windowsill. But you always drop the measurement tape down the back, from the shoulder, down the back, across one of your butt cheeks to where the bottom of your butt cheek is, and that's your measurement. So again, don't just go in and go, oh, size 10, size 8, size 6, size 12, extra large, plus size. No. That doesn't work with Temu. And some of you have already contacted me that you're having to constantly send clothes back because they're the wrong size. It's because of the way you're selecting your clothes. And I don't say that to be mean, right? Shopping in the US and walking into a store or even an online store that's US based is completely different than shopping clothes through Temu. Sizes don't match, measurements don't match, measurements don't equal sizes, and vice versa. You can't do it, all right? And you're only going to have issues and returns coming out your ears if you do it that way. So take a friendly bit of advice. Take 5 minutes, write down your measurements, stick them wherever you want to stick them so that they're handy. And when you see an item at Temu that you like, immediately do not put it in your cart. You stop, you go to the size chart, you scroll down in the size chart, and you look at the measurements, and you have to go to both charts. One chart will tell you how the measurements, your measurements, match up to what their sizes are listed. And the second chart is the actual product measurements, not body measurement, but product measurements. How wide is it? How long is it? All right, that's in the second chart. So you have to check both charts. And if you take just a few seconds to do that, I guarantee you will have next to no returns on clothing. If you also follow my guidelines that I put in the fabric selection video, you will have next to no refunds or returns wanted on fabric selection, because you won't be getting that nasty bathing suit, rubbery feeling polyester material. Like this top is polyester. And even though it doesn't have a lining in it of any kind, it's soft. It does not feel wonky. Right? It's very loose. It's very comfortable. I actually love it as a little lounging dress. So there you go. So there's another tip for you guys. And I think you've had about enough of me for today. We're almost at an hour. All right. Quick recap. Thank you to those who found me at Buy Me a Coffee. And it's strictly just go to Buy Me a Coffee, and it's Connie's Little Corner. Leave out the apostrophe in Connie's. It's just Connie's Little Corner. You'll find me. And if you like what I bring, and if you want to help support my channel, or if you do want to pay for one of your purchases of my jewelry, or one of the baseball caps, the Sunday with Mama baseball caps, those are $10 plus applicable shipping. So again, shipping in the United States is $5 for no matter what you purchase, and shipping international is $10. Anything over $10, I pick up the difference on the shipping. But I still have Sunday with Mama caps. If you have not seen them, I will show you really quickly. This was Mama's idea when we were raising funds for Sadie's end-of-life services. This was Mama's idea because I'm always wearing a cap. So these are the colors of my channel. They are KLC for Connie's Little Corner in red, Sunday with Mama. And then they are black, white, and gray. All right. Snaps on the back, and they are all autographed. Angel and Connie. Every one of these has an autograph under the brim. And it's under the brim so that it doesn't get wiped off or smudged or whatever, and you can look up and see our autographs. So, autographed caps, the sale of the caps will go into the Temu Fund and the Levi Fund. Levi's almost 12 years old, and we all know that in time, it will be his time. I don't want to be in the same situation that I was with Sadie. Sadie's untimely passing was just that. It was sudden, unexpected, and difficult to even try to prepare for. So the funds from those caps will go to buy more Temu products for you guys. 50% of it will go to Temu. 50% of it will go to support Mr. Levi. Y'all love Mr. Levi, right? Okay, I think that covers everything. I'm still working on my Etsy channel. I have so much going on. I find that the days just go by because I am doing a lot of hunting around for something that's big that's coming down the future for me. I'll fill you out in on that when the time comes, but I do have some enormous news coming for everybody. And some of you are going to be happy and some of you are going to be upset, but you know what? Sometimes we all have to make choices in life that aren't about pleasing everybody else. It's about doing what I have to do for me and what I have to do for Levi and what I have to do for my future and whatever time I have left on this earth and how I want to live that time. So, news to come. But in the meantime, don't forget, like, share, right? Tell everybody about this because the more views I get, the more Temu likes it, the more it gets out there in the algorithms, and the more products I can bring you, like these. Even though I gave you prices, I didn't pay a dime for any of this. This was all credits for my affiliate and influencer program. So thank you, Temu, for that. Not exactly a sponsored order because they didn't. A sponsored order is when they say, hey, we'll give you money and you go ahead and do this. That's not what this was. These credits were rewards that I received for what I've already done. And they said, wow, thank you. So that's the difference. That's why it's not a sponsored order. But yeah, share it, get it out there. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, you know what Mama would say. Do it now. Just do it. You gotta love the Mama anyway. Guys, stay hydrated. Above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you soon because I have another order that's going to be delivered in a couple of days. Bye.